Sierra hosts the 5th annual Sports Humanitarian Awards tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern on ESPN. It's a night to honor athletes, teams, and sports industry professionals who use the power of sport to make a difference throughout the world. The net proceeds of the event benefit the Stuart Scott Memorial Cancer Research Fund at the V Foundation. $7.5 million have been donated to the community on behalf of these awards. And SportsCenter 6 Eastern after PTI with Sage and Kevin. They'll look at why Kemba and the Celtics sounds just right today at his Boston introduction. Plus, can Alabama embrace being underdogs to Clemson? And the best bets on the eve of the Open Championship. SportsCenter 6 Eastern after PTI on ESPN and the ESPN app. All right, Ryan, let's get that Holland's Hot list going. NBA duos, let's go.
First off, have you ever heard of a double, triple, double? Look, we haven't seen it in a while.
Oh.
2 former MVPs is going down. None other than Russell Westbrook and James Harden. Where they at?
Double, triple, double.
Yes, next up on the list. Hey, Splash Brothers. You know who they are. Put some respect on the rings. I know Clay is hurt. I know the ACL isn't there. But number 4, Steph and Clay, Splash Brothers, you gotta have respect for those two. Number three coming in. Even at 70%, Kevin Durant is still arguably the best player in the world. And when he comes back, he's going to be special. And I tell you, I play with Kyrie Irving. He is arguably the most talented player I have ever played with. Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving. Number 2 on the list. This was tough. I could go either way. I couldn't go wrong. Arguably 2 of the greatest defensive forwards of all time. Listen, Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. And right now, Kawhi Leonard, the best player on the planet. And by the skinny margin, listen, the king, the GOAT, the greatest of all time is Anthony Davis. And the one thing about AD, you got to understand, Anthony Davis is the modern-day Kevin Garnett. And the reason these two edged out, the reason LeBron is up top and Kawhi and Paul are lower, LeBron James' passing ability. You're going to see this duo in a pick and roll. So that is easily my top 5 list.
This is easily the worst list you could have possibly put together. How did you get this all wrong, given the fact that for 12 years, you had a front row seat to the best players in the NBA on that bench, watching all these superstars play? First of all, Westbrook and Harden, I'm going to leave that alone because I'm going to tell you who should be in there ahead of them, but I'm going to say that for last. Yes, Steph Curry, but not Klay Thompson. I don't know if you heard about it, but Klay Thompson has an ACL. There's no guarantee that he ever comes back the same, let alone plays this year.
You know, guys come back stronger from ACLs, right?
Yeah, but they also are never the same. Steph Curry and Draymond Green. That's his pick and roll partner. Draymond has always been Steph that, in fact, makes the Golden State Warriors what they are. Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, KD didn't play this year. So it's Kyrie Irving and who?
Oh, he going to be back.
Dinwiddie?
He going to be back. He going to be back.
It'll be a miracle.
And then Leonard and George, you should flip-flop with LeBron James. And the GOAT is Jordan. That's ridiculous that you call LeBron James. That's ridiculous. There's no argument for LeBron over Jordan. Now,
so really
Westbrook,
you disagree with everything.
Harden at 5th. How about Simmons and Embiid? Simmons and Embiid just gave the eventual champion Toronto Raptors with Kawhi Leonard 7 games and lost on one of the great clutch shots of all time. How about Lillard and McCollum, who've already shown the ability to play together, something we don't know that Westbrook and Harden can do. When they are in OKC, the team performed worse when they were both on the court at the same time. Hold on, I'm not even done. I'll give you more. How about Giannis and whoever you want to say the second best player is, who now I think it's safe to say is Middleton. Brogdon's not on the team. Giannis and Middleton just won over 60 games together. And beat good series, good teams in the playoffs.
Who'd you take off?
I'm talking about Westbrook and Harden.
Westbrook and Harden?
Yeah.
Have you seen listen.
Who plays defense between Westbrook and Harden? Because Giannis and Middleton play defense.
Listen, here's the reality. Harden was first in deflections and second in steals last year defensively.
I know,
he's been atrocious. He's a lot better.
But you're going to count him out that quick?
I got more. I'm not even. I might have more. Hold on. Embiid's. I gave you. I'll tell you another good pairing that may fit well or better together than those two. How about Kemba and Tatum? Kemba and Tatum can run a little guy, big guy thing. Tatum has the ability to be the best offensive player on a powerhouse team.
You're
you could
guessing.
Run an offense
You're
him.
hoping.
You're hoping
who
with
those two are. I know who those
together?
two are. I know who Harden
Together?
is. Yes. I know the way that Russell passes the ball. I know the way he's going to push pace and tempo and James Harden's scoring ability. We can't deny that. And the one thing people sleep on, James is willing to play off the ball and pass, but they didn't have another creator, Max.
You know what's amazing to me is that people who pay, and I brought this up yesterday, lip service to defense. Yeah, defense wins championships, defense. When it comes down to it, you act like it doesn't exist. That is fully half the game is played on the other side of the floor. Okay, for good teams, a little less than half because they have more possessions on offense, right? But basically half the game is played on the other side of the floor. Kawhi Leonard and Paul George play defense. KD, and when Kyrie wants to, can play defense. Steph doesn't, but Draymond Green, who should be in there instead of Klay Thompson.
Hold on. Hold on, let me ask you something. As you talk about Draymond, let me address that. Why does Draymond get so open on the short roll action? If you don't know what a short roll is that's where they double team Steph, he gets the ball, and then he's able to go and make plays.
Because they have shooters.
Because they have shooters. Because they have who? What particular shooter?
Klay Thompson.
Where injury-wise, I'll let you know, because the only thing you've injured is that nose of yours. Injury-wise, ACLs, guys come back stronger. Now, Achilles, there is a high concern. I understand when you talk about Kevin Durant, he's going to be okay, he's 7 feet. But off of ACL, Klay Thompson is going to be stronger than he was before.
Not necessarily, though, Ryan. That's
absolutely.
Some examples, yes. Some examples, they're never the same.
Somehow he stopped working hard? You know,
there are other players who worked hard off an ACL and haven't been the same. That's a much more serious injury than people are acting. People are acting like it's a given. It's not a given.
Not today.
Let alone KD. And listen, an Achilles is something else. People are like, I hope KD proves me wrong. I hope KD has the best moments of his career coming up because he could. But the odds are against it.
I've got zero concern.
And Klay Thompson, the ACL, it's like that's close to like a 50-50 proposition if you return the same.
The only question mark would be is his work ethic. This isn't Chris Webber and back in the day when guys tore their ACLs and they got cut wide open. This is a surgery. He may be walking around, taking some set shots. I mean, literally now with the advancements in today's medicine, with his work ethic, the guy's going to be back around February or even later. So if you're talking about Klay Thompson, are you kidding? Listen, I love Draymond. But what did Draymond look like without Klay?
Draymond and Steph.
Well, no. What did he look like when Klay was off the floor in the finals?
But you just spent all of yesterday talking about D'Angelo Russell can hit threes and take you off the bounce. The thing that is the modernization of the NBA, the revolution in offenses, it's not just the Splash Brothers. Really, when you get to the heart and soul, the irreducible elements on the Warriors, it's number one, Steph Curry, number two, Draymond Green. He's the guy who allowed them to play 5 out. He's the guy who allows Steph to run the pick and roll the way he does all the dirty work on defense. He is the second most important player in terms of the identity of the Golden State Warriors and the modernization of the NBA offense.
I'm going to ask you again because I love the way he works, he defends, he does all the little things. He's a dog, the emotional leader of that squad. But the reality is, what did he look like when KD and Klay were off the floor, Max? What did he look like?
Didn't shoot it well. He didn't shoot it well.
What did he look like? And what else?
No, then he lost the weight. He was fine. Draymond Green plays great.
Hold on. Yeah. So when Steph Curry was literally triple teamed, when Steph Curry was playing in a box and one, where was Draymond Green?
Draymond Green doesn't have an offense like that. That's true.
So we're not going to put him on the list over Klay Thompson.
You're not going to put – hold on, but you just got finished talking about D'Angelo Russell. Like, you can replace Klay. Not on the level he can play, but you can replace Klay.
You needed
the guy you can't replace on that team other than Steph is Draymond. You have, who are you going to get to do what Draymond does? And by the way, Klay's not playing this season. So what are you even talking about? It's going to be Steph and Dre.
Klay's coming back this season. Klay's coming back.
What happened to Michael Redd?
What
happened to Michael Redd?
Do you know how long listen, modern medicine.
Who did Michael Redd play like?
Modern medicine.
Who did Michael Redd play like?
Listen, Michael Redd was a shooter.
Yeah.
Klay Thompson is an assassin, arguably.
All right, guys, we got to wrap this up.
What happened to Michael Redd after his ACL?
He wasn't the same.
Okay, I'm just.
ACL
was
injuries,
that? How long
clearly
ago?
serious injuries.
It's a serious.
12 years
Ryan,
ago?
your list is not sitting well with Max at all, so we can end the discussion there. All right, guys, still more to debate on First Take. Which NFL rookie is best set up for success this season? The answers